our next guest is your Rise affiliation leader, Shakedown. Welcome back to 2K TV, my man.
You know who it is. It's your boy Shake. Back at it again, man. Sitting here with my boy LD2K, ready to get this Rise versus Elite opportunity on the game. So let's get it, man. It's gonna be fun.
Excuse me. Yeah, it's gonna be a lot of fun. Of course, people are out there competing, and they will be competing the.
Okay.
And those are the starting lineups. Lots of interesting matchups tonight. Stick around. We'll be right back with more. It's that time of the year. Happy holidays, everyone, from 2K Sports as we get set to bring you some mid-season NBA action. Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and a pair of Hall of Famers with us, Doris Burke and David Aldridge. Now the starting group for Orlando. Forward spots, it's Wagner and Banchero. Suggs out there with Paul George, and it's Rogers in at center. And for Sacramento, Sabonis is the center with Murray next to him. Backcourt there is Fox and Monk, and it's Little in at the small forward. And one thing, Greg, you notice about both these teams, they look to play through the passing game.
And all the better for us. I mean, as fans of the game, seeing that kind of flow and teamwork, it just makes the game fun to watch.
Banchero passes to Suggs.
See what you're doing. I told you, don't touch nothing.
Pass to Banchero. Here he goes. The stupendous finish in center.
Well, at that size, with that handle, Paolo Banchero, very tough to handle off the dribble drive.
This is it to Monk.
So we just got to smuggle.
To the paint. And slammed up by Sabonis.
And in terms of size, not your typical center, but man, he plays as big as any of them, thanks to that terrific leaping ability.
And there's George. That's good on the assist from Banchero.
Oh, my goodness. Paul George under duress of exceptional defense. No problem.
On offense, here are the Kings, coming off that loss against Philadelphia.
A game they definitely felt they could win, and with a break here or there, they probably could have.
You know what? The stats certainly looked good, but the fact of the matter is they couldn't deliver in the clutch moments, and that's something you've got to figure out moving forward.
And that one is good from Suggs.
So out of the gates, 3 for 3, exactly what they're looking for.
And here are the Kings now. 4-point game. And this game, the first chance they've had to see Orlando.
And this game will be half of the contest they'll play against each other this year.
It's an interesting matchup. Two teams that don't know each other all that well. Separate conferences. We'll see which one can dictate the pace early.
The Kings shooting their first free throws of the night.
And with his mobility, Murray doesn't need the ball in his hands all the time to be effective. His movement and energy alone puts pressure on the defense.
Good on the side.
We'll drink it, but yeah. Scratch.
Second free throw. First quarter, about a minute and a half in. Down low. Here's Rogers. Nice move. It's hauled in by the Kings.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
Right. He stays connected, and great timing on the contest.
Monk. And it's Wagner with the rebound. Orlando, they've gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Misses the step-back jump shot.
Listen, we know the mid-range game is in this guy's arsenal, but you wonder, should he have moved it just one pass more?
No good that time. Now, here's Suggs. T right on him. Here's Banchero. Buries the long-range jumper. Banchero's got 5 points so far.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
If you're just tuning in, we played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Fox passes to Murray. Now, here's Monk from outside the arc. And it's Wagner with the rebound.
And they're 1 of 5 to start this game. Just really haven't gotten into a flow offensively.
Ador's talking about the young Franz Wagner. He's already proven how valuable he is.
Oh, Kevin, there's no doubt. For Wagner, this is a swingman who does a little bit of everything. He can shoot it, he can put it on the deck, he can make his teammates look good. A scorer from all 3 levels. There is not a lot to pick at when Franz Wagner is concerned.
So the Kings call timeout. They're first.
And with their offense sputtering, coaches got to get them back on track.
And to me, they're just taking too many tough shots. And when they do get an easy one, the confidence just isn't there.
Let's take a look at the numbers for Paul George. And so Fox will bring it up for the Kings. Trailing here by 8. Sabonis finds Little. And it's Orlando with the rebound. Wagner's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. To the inside, Rogers. And he stops it. What a pass to set him up.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
Well, what I love is the game plan has been solid from the opening tip. And guys are making their shots. That's critical.
Fox feeling it out a bit. Pass to Sabonis. Shot to stop the run. And he hits the jump shot.
Now, Sabonis, a 3-level scorer, goes to the mid-range game right there.
Now, here's Suggs. Guarded by Fox. Suggs passes to Rogers. Suggs with the ball. Guarded by Fox. Shot clock at 5. And it's Suggs missing. The Kings trail by 8. And here is Monk. Nothing on the board. Here's Fox going inside.
And one of the quickest players in basketball. Love watching Fox use that momentum to his advantage on the drive.
Orlando moving the ball. And there's the dunk to finish it off.
Assist goes to
Nice there, getting the reverse. Love that. And the fans got a little bit of a show there.
Guys, that one definitely had a little something extra on it. Now, here's Monk. He had 25 points last game. Outside, Sabonis. Outside, Fox. A 3-pointer off the mark. Orlando leading by 8. Here's Suggs. Makes it off the glass. Suggs has got his 2nd basket of the night.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Sacramento's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. And there's the pass to Monk. Outside, Fox. At the top of the key, Sabonis. Yes, that goes in. Sabonis has got 6.
Don't sleep on the big man now. Domantas Sabonis can be effective in catch and shoot.
Inside, here's Rogers, and he goes in for the dunk.
Boy, that was quick. Already out to a double-digit lead.
Wow, they've come out strong. Control the pace, assert their will. Nice.
Now, here's Fox. He had 27 points last game. Monk, the best a little. To the wing right side. Outside, Fox. Little dishes to Monk. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Orlando's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. And he lobs it up toward the rim. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
I know it's early, but you have got to like the dominance down low. Right now, they are playing bully basketball.
Now, here's Fox. Right now, checking his stats, he's averaging over 23 points a game. Back to Sabonis. On its way from Monk for 2. Rogers pulls it in.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
The shot by George, no good.
Well, we didn't see the same kind of control we're used to seeing from him. This guy is usually a tremendous finisher.
Monk, the pass to Fox. He kicks to Little. Shoots over Wagner. And it's off the back rim, no good. Magic leading by 12. Pass to Rogers. To the middle. That one is good. He's only missed 1 shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
Outside, Fox. Passes it to Monk. And here's Little. Trying to get something going. Connects from three-point range.
And how about Monk there scanning the floor for the open teammate? That's how you develop a trust from your teammates.
Banchero, right side. Here's Rogers. The shot's good on the assist by George. Rogers has got 13.
Somebody came to play tonight. 6 out of his first 7.
The Kings trail by 14. Now a timeout called by Sacramento. Nearing the midway point of the season now, GA. What do you think is most important for teams to focus on at this point?
I think just trying to establish overall continuity. You want to head into the second half of the season with some momentum behind you, as well as just general confidence.
For a different look here. Lyles checked in for Keegan Murray. Kevin Huerter comes in for Nasir Little. Ellis is checked in for Malik Monk. And Davion Mitchell subbed in for Fox. The Magic also changing it up. Jonathan Isaac, he's checked in for Banchero. Black comes in for George. And Anthony subbed in for Suggs.
And they've come out with a take-no-prisoners approach on the glass here tonight, guys.
The shot's good from Rogers.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Mitchell kicks to Lyles. Huerter on the wing. He's defended by Wagner. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Second personal foul.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Magic.
Straight away, they've opened things up offensively.
Here's Suggs. He had 15 points last outing. Sabonis is the center with Murray next to him. Then there's Nasir Little. And it's Fox. And it's Duarte in at the 2-guard spot. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Kings. Down low. Here's Rogers. Dishes to Carter. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. And here's what the schedule for Orlando looks like. On Monday, they'll be facing Kawhi Leonard and the Los Angeles Clippers. And then on Thursday, they'll be matching up with Nikola Jokic and the Denver Nuggets.
And just looking ahead to what's on tap, there are a lot of winnable games for them, but you can't go into the stretch with that mentality. You got to focus on what's in front of you and bring it every night.
This guy, a tough cover for any defender. Creative and assertive, scoring the ball. Great finish. What a setup. Terrific ball movement there.
And here's Fox. He'll bring it up for the Sacramento Kings. 7-point differential. And it's Murray with the jam.
Yeah, instinctively, too. Fox there looking to be a ball mover, a facilitator. And that's one reason why his team is playing well.
That pass had to be thrown not only in the right spot, but at the right time.
Kings shooting here about 46% for the game. Wide open look here for Murray on the 3 off target.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Hey, Kevin. Well, prime time in the last game against Cleveland was phenomenal. He ended the game with 68 points, and as his team has come to expect, he was a major factor from deep. The level he played at in that one was incredible. Now, he always wants to play his best against their rivals, and to say the least, mission accomplished. Guys?
Yeah, David, in stretches, he was absolutely dominant. Greg, he'd love to match that performance tonight.
This team needs his contributions. When he's right, he makes winning plays time and time again.
Well, when you're coming off a game like he had, you know the difference tonight. They're going to load up against him. They're going to try to take him out of his rhythm early.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
The Kings trail by 9. Fox passes to Sabonis. Here's Duarte, fires the 3. And once again off the mark by Sacramento. Over in the corner, Banchero. Rogers against Murray. The 8-footer. That one falls. And that's 21 points for prime time.
And he's really made the most of his opportunities today. I mean, he needs to keep working for those kinds of looks.
Here's Fox. Rogers pulls it in. Rogers has got rebound number 8 now on the night. Up again. Great positioning on the putback. And the Magic lead by 13.
Boy, that's a big-time effort play by Wendell Carter Jr. This guy gives you everything he's got.
Our timeout called by Sacramento. Greg, you look at the size of some of these point guards now. Magic Johnson would feel right at home.
Yeah, it's a part of a larger trend with all the switching defensively. If you have just one smaller guy on the floor, he is going to get targeted.
Malik Monk, he's checked in for Sacramento. Well, we've got a moment here. Let's now see who the league's top scorers are. You look at primetime, leading the league in points per game. Such a great player.
And all you have to do is point to his name at the top of that list. Does that tell the story well enough or what? What a season.
Will it go? And it's Fox with the jam.
Boy, Fox is so quick off the floor.
Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Pass to Rogers. Kicks it to Suggs. Now the pass to George. Now Suggs. Clock at 6. He trains it as the shot clock ticks down. Suggs has got 6.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
The shot by Monk is no good.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Yep, it counts. 23 points for prime time.
You can see it. Once this guy gets his rhythm, he is so hard to slow down. What an excellent night for him and his team.
Here's Fox, and there's the drive.
And just maybe the quickest player in the league. Fox can get to the bucket at will. Better bring some help when he's driving.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's going to go on De'Aaron Fox.
Yeah, nice, strong finish there. Nearly a three-point opportunity.
This is his first trip to the line tonight.
Taking 2 shots.
Shoot 2.
A free throw drops for Suggs.
Jalen Suggs is a player that does a little bit of everything, understanding what's expected and how he can carve out time in the rotation.
Both good from the line that time. And it's Fox with the ball for the Kings. Down by 15. Following this game, they hit the road to challenge the Nuggets at Ball Arena in Denver. That'll be the first half of a 2-game trip. Now, here's Suggs. Guarded by Fox. Shoots the 3. And there's Suggs on the assist by Carter. Suggs has got 7 now in this quarter.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Little inside. He's covered by Banchero. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Fox, no good.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Banchero, that's good. Banchero's got 9.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
The Kings trail by 20. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
And it's Little finishing it off.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one-hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. On the wing, George. Orlando moving the ball around. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Here's Monk. Finds the bottom of the bucket from 13 feet out. Monk's got his first 2 points.
And you see the improvement in that mid-range game by Monk. He really wants to be a knockdown threat from all 3 levels on the floor.
Here's Rogers. Kept alive. Banchero. Oh, yes, he did. 5 up and 5 down for him so far.
As the game has gone along, they've gotten more and more aggressive on the backboard.
Offside Fox. Sabonis with the bucket. And it's 13 points for Sabonis.
Now this team will play through and sometimes be carried by Domas Sabonis. He's doing work right now, guys.
He gets it in there.
Rogers.
And now it's up to 25 points for prime time.
They are just killing them on the interior.
The Kings trail by 18. Out to the right wing. Murray for 3. Good on the 3-point shot.
Murray makes that catch-and-shoot jumper look much easier than it actually is.
Pass to Banchero. Here's Rogers. Plays it up and banks it in. Rogers has got 27 points.
I'll tell you, this lead's not going anywhere with this guy making plays. What a quarter.
Outside, Fox. The wide open shot by Little. Another 3 for Sacramento.
I'll tell you, he's playing with much more discipline here in the second quarter. He is waiting for good opportunities and capitalizing.
Now a timeout called by Orlando. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game. And that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
Sacramento making some changes. Lyles.
Be quiet, girl. Just threw my dinner up. You gonna be a punk ahead, keep passing it like that. I'm gonna drop it. When I finish my game.
Check in for Sabonis. Kevin Huerter comes in for Nasir Little. And Davian Mitchell subbed in for Monk. So Orlando going with an almost entirely new group. Jalen Duren, he's checked in for Carter. Wagner comes in for Paolo Banchero. Lax checked in for George. And Anthony subbed in for Suggs. Offensive rebound. Curry, good. Magic leading by 12. Passes to Duren. Here's Rogers. Uses the glass to finish the layup. He's got 29 points.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Now Huerter. Outside Fox. Duren pulls it in.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
Pass to Rogers. Back to Anthony. Here is Rogers. The pass to Anthony. Now here's Duren. To the paint. The shot's good from Rogers. Rogers has got 31.
Well, you love that they've been able to rely on him time and time again. You love the effort here late.
The Kings trail by 16. Pass to Lyles. The putback. It's hauled in by the Magic. Rogers has got double-digit rebounds now in the game.
I'll tell you, it feels all night like this guy's been forcing shots, rushing shots. He's really struggling on the offensive end.
Inside. And he lays it straight in.
Rogers.
33 points for prime time.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
Fox passes to Murray. Passes it to Lyles. A second chance effort. Rogers pulls it in. Rogers has got 11 rebounds in the game. To the right side. Here's Black. No scoring in this one.
2 minutes remaining in the
Pass
first.
to Rogers. Lets it go from deep. It's rebounded by De'Aaron Fox. And it's Fox with the ball for Sacramento. It's an 18-point game. It's intercepted. And now Orlando on the break and finished off by Wagner.
You love when somebody gets out on the break and takes advantage. Nice heads-up play by Franz Wagner.
1:37 left in the first half of basketball.
There's still you can talk about it. You've been saying it
Now,
4-5 days.
He's
A
starting
week,
close.
2 weeks.
Outside, Fox. Over Anthony. Fox, no good.
This guy just can't find his rhythm, and you look up at the scoreboard, they absolutely need his productivity.
Murray against Rogers. 8 feet away. And Orlando again with the bucket.
Boy, did he burrow his way in there, and the D just sort of backed off.
Sacramento's gone 2 of 4 from three-point range so far in the second.
Do it like that if they ain't gonna let me up in there.
Anthony against Fox. A pass to Herter.
Don't want to let niggas slam. They talking about they got the best. Talking about they got the best
Taken
defense
away
and
by
shit.
Anthony. Lob pass to Wagner.
Come on.
And the ball out of play. The Kings will inbound.
That looks like a lack of focus. You've got to question what he was trying to accomplish there.
And the Kings making a change here. Ellis has checked in. And a change for the Magic. Jonathan Isaac, he's checked in for Rogers.
Hello. Hello. Walmart. Walmart. Yes. You outside?
Password to get in the door. 064717. 17. 064717. Trying the password is getting it dope. That's right.
064717.
Alright, you gotta get your groceries you ordered. Hang on. Hello? Hello? What you say?
Every number is low, please. Number 10.
Apartment 6. Says.
Okay. Right. The password.
Four 681.
Okay. Thank you. Have a good day.
It's alright. Why you change my phone number? You did. They supposed to contact my phone. Why is it going to your phone all of a sudden? Huh? Cause you changed my fucking number. Don't change my number no damn mo. Tell me you don't know. That's some slick ass shit. You don't never change my damn numbers and shit. Stay out my phone for now on. You had no reason to change my number. What you do that for? I know you didn't get all chocolate. I said get assorted. That's a damn lie. That's a damn lie. Get the fuck out of here. Go on, get that shit out of here. Get that out of my face, man. Get that out of my face. Get that out of my face. I said don't spend no more. It was $359 on here. I said don't spend no more than $200. You spent $65 over. And wasn't no cash on here. You spent $65 over on here. What possessed you to change my Walmart phone number? I don't know. Help him see that? Set that shit right there.
I have one chocolate donut.
Not right now.
Okay.
You clean them toys up.
Sacramento's gotten a lot of looks from outside. A dominating first half of basketball, and so far it hasn't been close. It's the Magic running away with this one.
The Magic.
And we'll be back right after halftime to get the third quarter underway.
I'm gonna take my computer back. I'm gonna take it back. You ain't watching it. You better watch it. Is that gone now? SpongeBob. He watches SpongeBob, man.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. The Kings shooting 43% for the game. So on the floor for Orlando. Forward spots, it's Wagner and Banchero. Paul George is out there with Suggs. And it's Rogers in at the center position. Now here's Little. 6 to shoot. Fox from outside. Orlando grabs the miss. Banchero's got his fourth rebound with that last one here tonight. Suggs passes to Rogers. That three off the mark. Rogers has gone 1 of 5 from three-point territory. Now here's Fox. He's tightly guarded. Paul George with the steal. Pass to Rogers, to the inside, shoots from the block, that one wide left. And it's the Kings with the ball. And you look at Paul George, Doris, he really fits any system you can think of.
Kevin, that's about two things, the skill set and the mindset. If you need him to take over, he can change and get that line of thinking in his mind. You want him to play a secondary role, he can adjust there mentally as well.
Here's Wagner. And he banks in the layup. Wagner's got 6.
That's big time focus from Franz. Okay, young sir, we see you taking the contact.
Pass to Little. Some nice ball movement here by the Kings. There's Sabonis. The shot missing. Some solid defense from Rogers. Here's Wagner. From down on the low post. It goes. And it's 8 points for Franz Wagner.
The agility by Wagner right there. Slipped past the defensive resistance, right on the interior. Nicely done.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Fox passes to Sabonis. Back to Fox. 6 on the shot clock. Trying to break that ice-cold streak.
You get the sense Fox just improving with each game in terms of his pick-and-roll play. Figuring out his angles, knowing when to pull and when to try to split or turn the corner.
George passes to Rogers. Back to George. And again, it's Orlando converting.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
Pass to Monk, takes a 3. And it's Orlando with the rebound. 3 minutes gone now in the third quarter.
Push the action a little bit. Paul George right now challenging defenders to stop him.
It's his first trip to the line.
At the line for the Magic, Paul George.
Babe, is you gonna change out them? What's the name? Get ready. I'm about ready to chill out.
The throw good, Paul George.
Boy, Paul George continues to prove himself an elite offensive threat.
Chill out for the night. PP, boy.
And both free throws good for Paul George. Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. Monk, the pass to Sabonis. There's the dish to Fox. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Fox. Now let's take a look at the teams that have been holding their opponents to the fewest points in the last 10 games. Number 1, the Magic.
Well, I just love the tenacity on the defensive end. They have been in lockdown mode.
The Magic have gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. Wagner on the wing. To the left wing. Here's Rodgers. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. Rodgers has got 37. There's the pass to Sabonis, and it's good for 2.
I'll tell you, individually, he is doing all he can. But right now, somebody's got to step in and support this guy.
Orlando, they've gone 4 of 6 from the field since the start of the third. To the paint, here's Rodgers. And the ball out of play. The Kings will inbound.
Here's a look at some stats for Paolo Banchero. A wonderful string of games he's put together here lately. He's putting up about 14 points a night, 5 assists, and 6 rebounds. And what an impact he makes for them on that offensive end.
Right, he can do a little bit of everything for this team, and it shows when you look at the scoreboard.
Fox kicks to Murray. Good, and it's Fox who picks up the assist. Fox has got his 9th assist in the game now.
And this team needs to keep getting it to Murray. He is pouring it in, feeling it right now.
From deep. It's rebounded by De'Aaron Fox.
Well, after hitting 1 triple in the first half, it's been all radio silence since.
Little passes to Sabonis. It's number 9 to fall. He's only taken 10 shots.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Down low, here's Rodgers. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
Assist goes to
Rodgers has got 39. Here's Fox. He's got 8. Outside, Sabonis. Second chance shot. That's tipped.
What a big-time block from Franz Wagner. Wow, how about the grit on the defensive end?
With a short break in the action gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. The NBA has a 3-pronged approach to globalization. 1 is hosting games on foreign soil. 2, teach youngsters to play through academies and camps. And 3, make broadcasts more accessible via television and the web. The returns, 15% growth year over year for the last decade. And an opportunity, in time, to maybe be the biggest sport on earth. Kevin?
Those are big plans. A lot of competition, but I love the way they think. DA thanks.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
And now we'll get perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Magic.
They've been active defensively, rotating well, and then also closing out on shots. It's resulted in a number of blocks.
And you also have to love the way they've gotten out and run in transition. A ton of good chances tonight simply from being willing to run the floor.
Just 5 to shoot. Little kicks to Fox. Fires the 3. Cranes the 3-pointer. Fox has got 11 points.
Fox must continue to work on that shot. When he's knocking it down from there, boy, the D is in trouble.
Banchero outside. Rodgers passes to Banchero. Puts up a 3. And that drops in from beyond the arc. 3-pointer from Rodgers.
Well, that's his second 3 of the game. 1 in the first half, 1 here.
Outside, Sabonis. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
First personal foul.
Well, to me, the size of Sabonis creates problems for the defense. You cannot be careless in how you guard this guy.
The Kings shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. Sacramento making some changes. Trey Lyles checked in for Nasir Little. Ellis comes in for Malik Monk. And it's Mitchell in for Fox. Then for the Magic, Isaac's checked in for Franz Wagner. Black comes in for George. And Anthony subbed in for Jalen Suggs. Anthony, no one around. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Paolo Banchero. That's his first foul. Kevin Huerter, he's checked in for Domantas Sabonis. Duran, he's checked in for Orlando. It's a completely new group on the floor for the Kings. Then for the Magic, Rogers checked in for Jalen Duran. Jackson comes in for Isaac, and it's Paul George in for Banchero. Up top, Sabonis. He dishes it to Fox. Murray outside. Over Jackson. Again, the miss by the Kings.
Yeah, they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
Backcourt pair is Fox and Monk. Sabonis is the center with Murray next to him. And it's Little in at the 3 slot. So that's the 5 in the game for Sacramento. Sabonis, he doesn't hit that one. Great D that time from Rogers. Inside, and Jackson throws it down hard.
A straight rim rocker.
It looked like Greg for a second, like he might rip the cylinder loose. Here's Fox. Sabonis at the elbow. Great D that time from Rogers.
Never easy to stop this guy at the rim, but that is a beautiful contest right there.
Black. That's in there. Anthony with the assist. Anthony's got his 6th assist on the night.
I'll tell you, it's one thing to do this at home, another to do it in a hostile environment.
Boy, just sheer dominance, the ability to step into enemy territory and flat out take over. This is impressive.
Can they get it? Sabonis, no good.
And his defense, so valuable. Not many can bother that shot at the rim.
Boy, you see the effort. You see the range. This guy prides himself in his ability to shut you down.
Shot clock at 6. Here's Rogers. And again, it's the Magic from deep.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Fox with it. Paul George grabs the miss.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
It's just been one of those games, and they need to find a way to turn it around before it gets completely away from them.
Fox with it, working on Black, and Fox gets it to go.
And with those points, he puts an end to that 10-0 run by the Magic.
To the middle, here's Rogers. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Rogers has got 47 points. And so Fox will bring it up for the Sacramento Kings. Dishes it to Monk. Here's Little. And another 3 for Sacramento.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
And it's sent back by Sabonis.
Improving on the defensive end as well. Domantas Sabonis getting tenacious there with the block shot.
4 on the shot clock. Another shot. And there's a sweet move to the rack on the lay-in from Rogers. Rogers has got 14 points now in the second half. Outside, Fox. Pass to Monk. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
It is really difficult to get your feet completely set, to stay completely still. It's almost surprising to me that it isn't called more often.
Catching up on the changes for Sacramento. JaVale McGee comes in for Keegan Murray, and it's Edwards in for Nasir Little. On the wing, Jackson. Inside. And yep, another basket. That gives him 51.
Making it look easy.
Sacramento's gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. Fox passes to Sabonis. Over Jackson. And Sabonis the bucket on the assist by Fox.
The assist.
Fox has got 10 assists here tonight. So active. To the paint. Here's Rogers. And he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
You love it when a point guard is eager to reward open men. And Cole Anthony delivering the ball on time and on target.
For Sacramento, they've gone 7 of 16 from the field here in the fourth. That's about 43%. Passes it to Sabonis. Outside, Fox. And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
I don't know if he's just forcing things, but after one miscue in the first half, he's been a mistake waiting to happen since.
And some changes here for the Kings. Trey Lyles checked in for McGee. Chris Duarte comes in for Edwards. And it's Ellison for Malik Monk. And the change for the Magic. Isaac's checked in. Magic moving the ball around. Jacks up a 3. And he trains the 3. Good looking shot there from Rogers. Rogers has got 56 points in the game. And for Sacramento, they're shooting 44% in the fourth. The offense with some ups and downs. Pass to Duarte. Fox against Isaac. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
And if you really want to make things hard on yourselves, this is exactly how you do it. Turnovers on back-to-back trips down the floor.
Franz Wagner's checked in for Orlando. Anthony comes in for Black. Anthony, the pass to Rogers. Oh, good on the triple. King shooting here about 46% for the game. Fox against Anthony. Fox kicks to Ellis. Back to Fox. Fires from deep. Orlando grabs the miss.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Anthony, the pass to Rogers. And down it goes. Dunked through off a wonderful assist.
A fantastic dunk. And he hangs around up there just for a little camera time.
Yeah, maybe he didn't want to land awkwardly. Who knows? But there he is, and we see it very clearly. Anthony against Fox. Here's Duarte.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Halt the run. And that's out of bounds. Sacramento will retain possession. Kevin Herter, he's checked in for Sacramento.
Lineup for your Kings, Kevin Herter.
There's 1:54 left in the fourth quarter.
Well, that's 6'11", sending it back. Jonathan Isaac. Woohoo!
To the inside, Rogers connects again. 60 points. This guy cannot be stopped.
They've had no answer for him in this one.
Sacramento's gone 2 of 5 on three-point shots since the end of the third quarter. And the pass to Herter. And here is Ellis. Misses the 3. It's been a nice stretch for them offensively.
I mean, the communication's great. The movement's been really good. This is solid team basketball.
Down low, here's Rogers. Good, that's another bucket. That's 62 points, 62.
Amazing, a remarkable performance from him so far.
And so Ellis will bring it up for Sacramento.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Magic.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And guys, at this point in the long NBA season, this will go down as win number 25.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for prime time.
Boy, I think he made his presence felt in the paint more than anywhere else. This guy's rebounding numbers were outstanding. He controlled the glass.
First free throw is good. Sacramento making a switch here. Little's checked in. So he makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses.
They can't really afford to leave points at the line right now. He would have loved to cash in on each of those free throws and trim the lead even more.
Rogers passes to Anthony. Here is Rogers, covered by Lyles. Clock at 6. For the 3. And again, it's Orlando with the 3.
Making every effort to put this game on ice.
Well, just terrific teamwork. Each guy doing his part. You love what you're seeing from them tonight.
Pass to Orte. It's deflected. And so it's Orlando taking this one by a big margin. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking. Feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, and the rest of our terrific crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.
What's that? stomach will hurt.
Down. Good shot. Let's go.
Good shot. Today I'm bringing in my buddy Josh. We've been playing 2K for over a decade together, so him and I have a nice two-man chemistry, and I'm also running with my man Eric, who's a great screen setter and a great popper, grabs rebounds. It's going to be a lot of fun. There we go, there we go.
Let's hear it for the starting five for your LA Clippers. Starting at small forward at 6'6".
Welcome and happy. Now the starting group for Orlando. The forward spots, it's Wagner and Banchero. George is out there with Suggs. And it's Rogers in at the center, filling out the middle. And for Los Angeles, Brown out there with Ivica Zubac. Then there's Alec Burks. Then it's Harden. And it's Boston in at the 3, the small forward. At this stage of the year, Greg, underperforming teams start to get nervous, especially teams with playoff expectations.
And, Kevin, we're approaching the second half of the season, right? And you don't want to be on the outside of the playoff picture after that. It's put up or shut up time for a few teams.
Burks, 5 to shoot. Fires from the wing. He can't get it to go. George with the defensive effort. Passes to Suggs. Here is Rogers. Wagner passes to Rogers. And a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
And so Harden will bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. 4-point game. They're coming off that win against Minnesota.
And that one was all about offensive execution, running your plays, picking your spots.
That was the key message going in. Be efficient. Everyone was on the same page, and you got a chance to see the results.
Rogers can't make the basket.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
Burks' shot is good.
Terrific body control from Burks, reading angles and creating space.
Here's Rogers. Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
Great timing. That can be the difference between an assist and a turnover.
Rogers has gone 3 for 4 here from the field. Burks kicks to Brown. Over Banchero. A nice shot by Brown.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Hey, if you're not going to fight over, you're essentially giving the shooter the look he wants.
And what can you say about Suggs? A natural-born leader, very unselfish and great vision.
Clippers have gone 2 or 3 here to start out the game. Now here's Harden. He's coming off a 28-point game against Minnesota. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's on Jalen Suggs.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
James Harden.
Harden hits them both.
Money from the stripe. He does a great job night in and night out.
Wagner on the wing. Right wing. Here's Rogers. It's in. He's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
Continuing to stoke the fire, his shot making has been absolutely superb.
The 3 from Harden. The shot, no good. Magic leading by 4. Wagner, right side. Dishes it to Suggs. Here is Rogers. This game an incredible scoring display for him. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Oh, that's a terrific pass by the big fella. Banchero is adding that element to his game as his career progresses.
And so Harden will bring it up for Los Angeles. And this game, the first chance they've had to see Orlando.
Yeah, and last year it didn't matter whether it was on the home or on the road. They failed to take the game from either of the two meetings.
They really dominated them on both sides of the ball. We'll see if they have their number again this year.
And again, it's the Clippers missing.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
Now, here's Suggs. Scoreless thus far.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Zubac, the pass to Harden. Here's Boston. He's defended by Wagner. And now we have a moment to recognize the player of the week in the Eastern Conference. Prime time.
Well, you talk about a player displaying complete dominance on the floor. This is it. And it seemed like he could do no wrong as he was a factor in really every facet of the game. A truly remarkable performance. You know, I love how he absorbs the foul and still had a chance to knock that one down.
What do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Magic?
For me, it's all about playing downhill. They've been making it look easy to find penetration in this one, attacking the lanes and forcing the issue with the D.
And also, guys, they're out-muscling their opponent. The points in the paint are piling up because of that aggressiveness.
Now, here's Brown. They need this. Banchero grabs the board.
Great defensive effort, just saved a basket.
You know what? This is why you never give up on a play. You don't know what's going to happen.
Burks can't get it to go. Magic leading by 10. Here is Rogers. 16 points for him. To the inside. And he jams it with authority.
And what a way to start this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
They came in prepared, focused, and really jumped on the other team early.
And the Clippers decide to take their first time out here.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
And it boils down to the question, toughness. One team showing it, the other allowing itself to be bullied.
So the Magic, their last game, a win against the Kings in Sacramento. Burks' shot is good.
The handles of Burks really set him apart at 6'6". He's got some moves off the bounce.
The Magic have gone an incredible 8 of 9 from the field.
And when Burks is out there, they've got a player who can score from anywhere.
GA, he will make the defense work. It's hard to decide who to put on Alex Burke because of his versatility. Nice to have a guy with that kind of flexibility.
Here's Boston. The Magic getting the bucket. And it's blocked by Rogers. Wagner passes to Rogers. At the elbow, Banchero. And finished off by Banchero.
Building up a big early lead, they have taken charge of this game.
Play calling has been fantastic. They've been a step ahead of the defense since the opening tip.
So it's the Clippers now. After the Magic pick up 2. Ball's knocked loose. Here's Boston. His 3-pointers off the mark. Orlando leading by 14. The pass to Rogers. Banchero outside. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
Los Angeles has gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Harden with it. He's certainly been a consistent piece of their offense, averaging about 14.5 points a game. Here's Boston. Here's Zubac, rejected by Rogers. And he's able to get it back. And it's Brown missing. Here are the Magic now. 16-point lead. Here is Rogers. He's got 20. Banchero passes to Rogers, and he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
And they're getting points, they're getting stops, and this is how they'd like to play all the time.
Yes, when it's going good, it feels easy. These are the nights you relish, but they're tough to replicate.
Here's Burks. That's good for his third bucket. Now 3 for 6 from the field.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Now, here's Suggs. Still scoreless. Pass to Rogers. There's the 3. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Burks looking around. Puts it up from 12. They get it again. Brown. Nice defense from Wagner.
You know what, though? They keep calling his number despite the difficult quarter he's had.
And finished off by Banchero.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
I'll tell you, this was their strategy coming in. They obviously identified a weakness there inside.
And the Clippers call time here. One guy has been getting it done is prime time.
You have to make it harder for him to score. Deny the ball, even double, whatever it takes to force someone else to beat you.
Substitutions.
And here's a look at numbers for prime time. Unbelievable play for him over the last month. First in scoring, and he's a devastating finisher on the inside. The best field goal percentage in the league.
And his scoring abilities are just so far out of sight. Number 1 overall right now. No one's been able to slow him down or even come close. Highland against Anthony. Highland passes to Powell. He feeds it to Brown. 4 on the clock. Jones, no one around him. Los Angeles with another miss.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Traps in the tray.
Rogers.
And that's now 25 points for prime time.
Man, he has been locked in this quarter, shouldering the load at the offensive end.
Clippers trail by 21. Highland with it. Picked up by Banchero. Now it's Anthony running. He can go all the way. Oh, and the jam by Anthony.
I'll tell you, it's one thing to do this at home, another to do it in a hostile environment.
They built up this huge lead with great play at both ends. They're going to love watching film tomorrow.
Here's Highland following the bucket by Orlando. They can't stop the run with that one.
I'll tell you what, I think he thought that was going in. I sure did.
Pass to Rogers. Black in the post. Powell's there, and it's good. 2 points.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
And so Powell will bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. To the paint. Here's Jones. Oh, and the dunk by Jones.
Great floor awareness. Powell knows how to find his open teammates.
Bounce pass Anthony. Inside. The shot's good from Rogers. Rogers has got 27 points.
Yeah, that's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
LA's gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Here's Highland. That shot misses. Excellent D there from Anthony. Orlando's gone 1-2 from long range in the first quarter. Good ball movement here by the Magic. To the middle. Banked in off the glass.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Here's Coffey. He's covered by Ben Carroll.
Jonathan Isaac.
This break gives us the chance to see which teams